What's up guys, Jeeps here, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming 2020 Golf R. If you're new to the channel, I am Jeeps. I drive a 2016 Ford Focus ST. And I just cleaned it up today, and the Kona blue is the color of the outside of it. It looks absolutely beautiful. So generally I'm making a lot of videos around that, but today I just wanted to bring some news because I like hot hatches, and anytime I read something or see anything, I like to share that with everyone else to get their thoughts. So we're going to be talking about the 2020 or the Mark 8 Golf R. So currently the Golf R, what they're offering for 2019 is 40 different color options. There's nothing that changes on it visually except the colors, or you're gonna have all these crazy options. 40 different color options. It is a pretty nice upcharge to get those, but it at least gives some pop to the car. Whereas, my biggest complaint with the current Golf R is the fact that it has all the power. It is nice and luxury on the inside, but it's a hot hatch that just is so subdued. And if I'm gonna spend, where they can get to up to $40,000 on it, I want it to be a little more looking like the Focus RS. The Civic Type R is definitely the craziest looking, the most it will get the most polarizing viewpoints. You're rarely gonna find someone that says, yeah, the Civic Type R looks okay. It's either I love it or I hate it. Whereas the Golf R, it's more, everyone's would say, yeah, it's a nice looking car. So it's much less polarizing. It's more, would please someone that just wants to run under the radar. Personally, I just think if it's a hot hatch, it should have some crazy flair to it. So that's where the current one stands. 292 horsepower, 280 foot-pounds of torque. I'm pretty sure I'm getting that right. 4-cylinder. I mean, it's a quick car, and the DSG in it is apparently awesome. For my new job that I'm in, I do a lot of driving, so I was even thinking of getting a used Golf R, getting a 2017, because I like the wheels on the 2017s more than all of the rest of them. But I was thinking of getting that with the DSG just because I'd still have a fun hot hatch, it'd have good fuel efficiency, and then it wouldn't be a manual transmission, because driving a manual transmission in traffic is no fun. Now, the 2020 Golf R is where I hope VW is able to really make a pivot as being the car that just flies under the radar. It doesn't have any drastic design, but it is well powered and drives very well. Now, according to some leaks and some things that have been confirmed by, let's see who it was confirmed by. Yeah, so the brand's marketing boss confirmed that it's going to come with possibly 400 horsepower, but it will have a mild hybrid powertrain. I've also heard this about the new STI, but really these hybrid powertrains are going to use 48-volt batteries to basically smooth out the torque curve, and also to help miles per gallon in the city. So battery power, I don't necessarily think the future is EVs. What I do think the future is, as far as getting combustion engines to be more efficient, is having that hybrid assist, like the NSX has, like the Porsche 918 has. There's lots of other cars that have it. Those are just the popular ones I'm thinking of. But that is really exciting for a performance car in this segment of cars, the subcompacts. Or the compact cars. I don't know if this is subcompact or compact, but having 400 horsepower with that's going to come high torque, high horsepower, and it's going to be efficient, which is what the Golf R is right now. Now, in addition to that, the marketing boss also said the design is going to be much more dramatic and aggressive. So we're still going to have the quad pipes, we're going to have more exposed carbon fiber, and we're going to have larger air intakes. So all of that together, I'm thinking of a low-slung, squat-looking car, probably somewhere looking like the Focus RS, because the Focus RS is a really, beside the big spoiler coming off the back, it's a beautiful looking car. It's not like the Civic Type R, like I said, it's a polarizing look. The Focus RS is the perfect balance between subdued, like the Golf R, and crazy, like the Civic Type R. So that is where I'm really excited to see what VW produces with this upcoming Golf R. I'd like for them to again take the lead in power. Ford took it to the top, or at least in the US offering, with their 350 horsepower engine, which is nuts. And if VW comes out with a 400 horsepower, think about that. That's what the current BMW M2 competition is at, and that is where the Audi RS3 is at. The other interesting thing is the current Audi S3 is based on the Golf R platform. So, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll drop the 5-cylinder in there. I don't know what they're going to do. It seems like it's still going to be the 2-liter 4. But it is going to be interesting to watch and learn about. So if they come out with a 400 horsepower hybrid assist Golf R, that is something I'm absolutely going to be looking at. DSG or manual has not been released yet. Obviously they're going to release a DSG. The question is the manual, because Audi is another company that just ended the manual transmission. It was just announced, and they're going to have 40 Audi A4 special editions with the S-Line package on them, and they're going to come in the manual transmission as a final send-off. So they are totally killing off the manual transmission, which leaves us with very few options in the United States. I know Honda has it, Ford has it, BMW has it. I don't think Mercedes has any. Trying to think. I'm sure I'm missing. I'm sure Chevy has a manual transmission. Dodge. They're out there, but it's slowly dwindling down, and that's because the money isn't there. Like I've said in previous videos, if you want to tell manufacturers that you want a manual transmission, you have to buy cars that are brand new with manual transmissions, so they have a business reason to continue to produce them. Otherwise, they're just going to stop producing them. But yeah, so that's the upcoming news on the Golf R. And also an interesting point that was brought up the other night, I was watching some review of the 2018 Golf R, which has the full electronic LED display. So there's nothing in the cockpit that is analog anymore. All the dials, everything is digital. So I wonder, you think of a computer monitor. A computer monitor after years gets burn-in issues. There's all kinds of things that can happen from constantly showing the same thing over and over, such as the tachometer, speedometer, fuel, all that stuff. So I wonder how those are going to hold up over time, and how expensive is it going to be to replace that if it does fail. That'll be interesting to watch as more cars get those added into them. There's a nice Audi S3 right there. I really like the Audi S3. Luxury, fast. The only problem with it is that the back seat is so small. So if you're looking for a 4-door you can actually use, I don't know that that's the answer, but it is a fun car. So yeah, that's about it. The ST is very clean today. Just cleaned it up this morning. Put mud tire shine on it, and I also have this new quick detailer that I'm using that helps reduce dust by 75%, and it's something that you would more use in the summer season. So right now it's 100 degrees outside in Phoenix, so having that that helps during the heat, and it's good to apply during the heat, is nice. So yeah, that's the update. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did like it and you're still with me, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Again, I do car reviews, car news, all kinds of stuff, and I just enjoy bringing that news and sharing it and seeing what you all think about it. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. it.